People often come up after I've played the guitar live and they ask me if I'm just playing a normal guitar. I mean, they want to know if I'm playing a special guitar. It is special, it's special to me. But what they mean is, am I playing something that's been custom built or set up for tapping? And the answer is no. I play an off-the-shelf Martin Parlor guitar, 1987, and I haven't even had the action lowered. It's pretty much as is. The only things I've changed is I've added scratch plates, which literally make a scratch sound. And I've also had the neck slightly thinned by 2mm because that's my preference. But basically it is not a guitar that's been custom built or set up for tapping. Here are the things that I think you need to look for if you want a guitar for playing percussively, playing fingerstyle or tapping. So firstly, it's got to sound good when you tap on the body or on the strings, and you can test that pretty easily, but also it's good to watch out for those extra sounds that you get when you do tap, the attack sound. My guitar happens to be very low on that. So that's good, that's pretty clean, not really getting any buzzes or attack sounds, but if I take my hand away you'll notice we are getting, that's bad, sound from this side of the string. And you will always get some, but the less the better. Secondly, it's got to be robust. It's got to withstand a lot of you hitting it and you using it in unusual ways. So it needs to be robust and it needs to sound consistent in all areas of the neck, so that when you tap up and down the neck and use areas of an acoustic guitar that most players may not, you do get a nice consistent sound. It needs to be able to hold its tuning very well and in multiple tunings, and to have good intonation in multiple tunings, and that's something again that you'll need to test by down tuning it in the shop. But lastly, it does need to have a sound that inspires you. It's not something you can specify, otherwise it would be almost like saying, or what to look for in a good wife, you know, well, someone you're in love with, or in a good husband, the same. And there's that factor that the guitar itself will bring to you. And that's why I don't tend to recommend getting a custom guitar. I like that one. Can you make me one just like that one, but in blue? I'm sorry, sir, but that's the only guitar in the world that sounds exactly like that guitar, because it's the only one made from that particular piece of wood at that particular time. All guitars are individual. Oh well, I guess I'll have to take it then, even if it does have fluorescent green flowers on it. True story, that really did happen to me. And then something for me personally, things I would look for in a guitar, is it needs to sound good not just with tapping but with various other techniques, because I just have the one guitar and I also use it for more traditional techniques, for finger picking, for my lower key songs that just involve standard techniques. And also it needs to sound good unplugged. I hate to have to plug in any time I want to practice, and I like to do concerts unplugged as well, so it needs to have a good projection and sound great unplugged. But as far as I'm concerned, a guitar for tapping does not need to be set up or custom built for tapping. As long as it does those particular things, those things on the list, then you should be fine to tap with whatever guitar fulfills those requirements for you. I've not experienced a guitar in the mid to low range price-wise that can really hold its own and hold its tuning, put through all the pressures of live playing in this style. So I would be looking at the professional range guitars. And makers like Lowden and Nick Benjamin, when I've tried them, I thought they were very good, but I have literally preferred mine, even though I know that those makers often do custom make, or they tailor their making for percussive players. For some reason, I just prefer my guitar, and that's, I suppose, the way it should be.